Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Bachelor Nation fans will be treated to 2 new episodes of Bachelor in Paradise this week. Monday's show ended on a cliffhanger with Glaze, Susie Evans, and Lexi Young facing elimination amid rose ceremony turmoil. Continue watching to see what happens in episode 3 on Tuesday, July 15th. It was announced months ago that Bachelor in Paradise would be different this year. Jesse Palmer announced that competitors from the Golden Bachelor and the Golden Bachelorette would be joining the younger group on the beach this season. The first 2 cast members to be announced were Fhima and Gary Levingston. The first 2 episodes of BIP established the drama between the younger cast. Many fans have been anxiously anticipating the arrival of the Goldens. During Tuesday's program, they eventually make an appearance to spice things up. Susie Evans' arrival in Costa Rica made things unpleasant on Monday's episode. Her arrival put an end to Glaze's affair with Lexi Young. Justin and Susie dated for a year before breaking up last summer. Both of them are still dealing with the aftermath of their split. Lexi was originally hesitant to pursue things with Justin after Susie's arrival. She had a change of heart and chose to pursue a connection with Justin. Lexi was caught taken aback when Justin offered his rose to Susie instead of her. He claimed to be protecting Susie from elimination, but all he accomplished was to disrupt the rose ceremony. Exits indicate new arrivals. 2 men arrive on the beach after the mass elimination. Both men have appeared on past seasons of Bachelor in Paradise without success. Andrew Spencer from Katie Thurston's Bachelorette season and BIP season 8 arrives, as does McLaughlin from Charity's season and BIP season 9. Reality Steve has been spoiling Bachelor shows for more than a decade. His breakdown of Bachelor in Paradise season May 10th differ from what occurs on screen during each episode. He knows the general information, but not necessarily a play-by-play for each episode. In his teasers for the Golden's arrival, he mentioned a kiss between April Kirkwood and McLaughlin at some point. Could this be the age gap relationship Jesse Palmer and Wells Adams hinted at? Unlike the other 2 episodes of the season, the program showing on Tuesday, July 15th, is only 2 hours long. Are you happy to see the Goldens arrive? The camera panned across the lush Costa Rican coastline as Bachelor Nation braced itself for the 2nd episode of the week. The lingering tension from Monday night's cliffhanger loomed large. Glaze had just offered his rose to Susie Evans, not Lexi Young, igniting one of the most polarizing moments of the season so far. Lexi stood frozen, eyes glassy, as the realization sank in. Just hours earlier, Justin had whispered reassurances into her ear, promising to explore their connection. Now, his rose sat cradled in Susie's hand, who looked just as stunned by the gesture. Susie glanced down at the rose like it was ticking, an explosive gift she wasn't sure she wanted. The rest of the beach fell into silence, only the crash of waves and the shifting of sandals on sand filled the void. "I didn't expect this," Susie finally said, her voice small but firm. She turned to Lexi. "I didn't ask for it." "You know I didn't." Lexi nodded stiffly. "Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt." Justin tried to step in. "Lex, I made the call I thought was right in the moment. I didn't want Susie to go home like this, not without at least getting the chance to." "To what?" Lexi snapped, her voice rising. "To rekindle something that already burned out? Or to mess with both of us?" Wells Adams looked like he was physically holding himself back from making a comment, sipping his drink behind the bar with wide eyes. Jesse Palmer, sensing the fallout was beginning to spiral, stepped back onto the platform to refocus the ceremony. "Let's keep things moving," he said with an empathetic nod, though even he looked rattled. The remaining roses were handed out quickly, perhaps too quickly, as if everyone wanted the moment over with. By the time the last rose was given, 3 women and 1 man were heading home. Among them, Lexi, who gave Justin a piercing look as she exited. She didn't cry, not until she was inside the van, producers respecting her space as she whispered, "I should have trusted my gut." Susie, meanwhile, looked more conflicted than ever. As the sun rose on a new day in paradise, she sat quietly by the fire pit, turning Justin's rose over in her hands like it was a relic of the past that had suddenly reemerged. "She's done," a source said. "She wants to focus on real life. Her brand, her career, her peace." Indeed, Juliana had begun transitioning into influencer and advocacy work. She collaborated with mental health organizations, drawing on her Bachelor experience to talk about emotional resilience and public vulnerability. Her authenticity resonated with fans who were tired of performative reality TV personas. Meanwhile, Carolina leaned harder into her influencer status. She posted makeup tutorials, storytime videos about behind-the-scenes Bachelor moments, and teasers about what she might reveal next. Her follower count skyrocketed, but so did the backlash. Critics accused her of exploiting Juliana's heartbreak for clout. Even some of her initial supporters began questioning her motives. "Dragging someone through the mud post-breakup isn't empowerment," one tweet read. "It's petty." Despite the noise, the central truth remained: two women, both with legitimate feelings, were navigating the aftermath of a deeply emotional and heavily scrutinized experience. Whether Carolina's critiques had merit or not, the way they were delivered undermined their impact. In quieter moments, Juliana reportedly journaled her experiences, contemplating writing a memoir. "It's not about tea," she said in a private message leaked anonymously. "It's about telling the truth without hurting people. That's the line I'm learning to walk." By the end of July 2025, public interest in the feud began to wane. New Bachelor announcements, upcoming spin-offs, and fresh controversies diverted attention. Juliana continued to thrive, launching a podcast about love and growth after reality TV. Her first guest? A therapist who specializes in post-reality show identity rebuilding. Carolina remained unpredictable. She teased a YouTube documentary and hinted at unreleased footage from the show. But her content began to feel repetitive, and engagement dipped. Some fans stayed loyal, but many moved on. The story of Juliana Pasquarosa and Carolina Sofia became more than a post-show squabble. It evolved into a reflection of how reality television blurs the line between personal healing and public performance. In an era where influencers are born overnight and narratives are crafted in 60-second videos, the feud symbolized the cost of prolonged exposure. Whether Carolina and Juliana will ever speak again remains unclear. But one thing is certain: their names will forever be linked in Bachelor Nation history. Not just as rivals, but as examples of two very different ways to respond to heartbreak, scrutiny, and fame. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.